Hey guys, today we are back with a new What If. I am your host DB Roy, and this is a really big one today. What if Cooler was in Dragon Ball Z? The series, that is. Now, I know what you're thinking. Cooler was in two Dragon Ball Z movies, Cooler's Revenge and, of course, Return of Cooler. Yep, that is true, however, those TV specials or movies are not considered canon in the fandom, although some people do consider them canon, but the vast majority, that is not the case. So, let's dive in and explore a story where Cooler exists in the Dragon Ball Z series. A nice bit of a mini arc for him. In the vast reaches of the universe, a cold and calculating mind was at work. Cooler, the elder brother of Frieza, had received word from a distance. His icy blue eyes narrowed as he watched the footage of his brother's defeat at the hands of a Saiyan warrior named Goku. The humiliation of his family's name was too much to bear. Cooler clenched his fists, his aura flaring with a dark, menacing energy. Frieza, you fool! You let a mere Saiyan best you? This disgrace cannot go unpunished. Cooler had always been the more strategic and composed of the two brothers. While Frieza revelled in his sadistic tendencies, Cooler preferred to plan his moves meticulously. He knew that the time had come to take action, not just against the Saiyans, but also against his own family. His father, King Cold, had ruled the Cold Empire with an iron fist, but Cooler believed it was time for a change in leadership. Father, Cooler said, his voice dripping with disdain, your reign is over. I will take the throne and lead our empire to new heights. With a determined resolve, Cooler set his plan into motion. He gathered his loyal armored squadron, led by the formidable Saucer, and prepared for a hostile takeover. The first step was to intercept his father and brother, who were on their way to Earth to exact their revenge on Goku and the Dragon Team. As Cooler's ship approached the coordinates of King Cold's vessel, he could sense the powerful energies within Frieza, now a cyborg after his defeat on Namek. Was with their father, both of them unaware of the impending betrayal? Cooler smirked, his confidence unwavering. Prepare for battle, Cooler commanded his squadron. We will strike swiftly and decisively. Do not fail me. The ship's doors opened, and Cooler, along with Saucer and the rest of the armored squadron, descended upon King Cold's vessel. The element of surprise was on their side. As they breached the ship's defenses, alarms blared, soldiers scrambled to respond to the unexpected attack. King Cold, seated on his throne, looked up in shock as Cooler entered the chamber. Cooler, what is the meaning of this? He demanded, his voice filled with anger and confusion. I think this is a hostile takeover, Father. Your time is over. Without another word, Cooler transformed into his fifth form, his power surging to new heights. His body expanded, muscles bulging, and his skin took on a darker hue. The transformation was a testament to his superiority over Frieza, who had never achieved such a form. King Cold's eyes widened in disbelief. "You dare challenge me, Cooler? You will regret this insolence!" The battle began with a ferocity that shook the entire ship. Cooler and King Cold clash, their energies colliding in a dazzling display of power. King Cold, though powerful, was no match for his son's advanced form. Cooler moved with precision and speed, his attacks relentless and devastating. Meanwhile, in another part of the ship, Frieza faced off against Cooler's armored squadron. Saucer, leading the charge, his combat skills honed to perfection. Mecha Frieza, despite his enhancements, found himself overwhelmed by the combination might of the squadron and their teamwork.
"You think you can defeat me?"
Frieza snarled, his mechanical voice filled with rage.
"I am the mighty Lord Frieza, Emperor of the Universe!"
Saucer smirked, his confidence unwavering. "Not anymore, Frieza. Your reign ends here." The battle raged on, with Frieza struggling to fend off his attackers. His mechanical body, though powerful, was not enough to withstand the coordinated assault. Saucer and his team fought with precision, exploiting every weakness in Frieza's defenses. Back in the throne room, Cooler and King Cold continued their brutal clash, King Cold realizing he was outmatched. He tried to reason with his son. "Cooler, wait! We can rule together! There is no need for this conflict! Forget Frieza! You should be ruled! I'm sorry I abandoned you!" Cooler sneered, his eyes filled with contempt. "You are weak, father. The Empire needs a strong leader, and that leader is me." With a final devastating blow, Cooler struck King Cold down mercilessly. The once mighty ruler of the Cold Empire lay dead at his son's feet. Cooler stood over him, his expression cold and unyielding. "Your time is over," Cooler said, his voice devoid of emotion. "I am the new ruler of the Cold Empire now." Turning his attention to Frieza, Cooler watched as his brother struggled against the armored squadron. Frieza showing signs that Cooler is indeed right about him, that Frieza is weak. Frieza looked up at Cooler with a mixture of fear and hatred. "Brother, you are no match for me," Cooler taunted. "This is the end for you." Frieza, realizing the futility of his situation, tried to make a desperate escape, but Cooler was not about to let him go so easily. With a swift and powerful ki blast, Cooler sent Frieza crashing into the walls of the ship. The impact was so severe, it caused a breach in the hull, and Frieza was sent drifting into the cold void of space. Cooler watched as his brother's form disappeared into the darkness. "Goodbye, Frieza." His voice filled with satisfaction. "You were always a disappointment." With the ship now in his control, Cooler turned his attention to Earth. He had no intention of letting Goku and the Dragon Team go unpunished. The Saiyans who had defeated his brother would pay dearly for their actions. "Set a course for Earth," Cooler commanded. "It's time to show these Saiyans the true power of the Cooler Empire." As Cooler's ship made its way to Earth, the Z-Fighters continued their training, enjoying a moment of peace, completely unaware that this new threat is approaching. And this is where we're going to leave off Chapter 1. What did you guys think? Did you enjoy this opening, this first chapter? I thought it was a pretty cool, strong opening myself. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Do leave a comment. And I'll see you guys next time when we continue this story.